The college football experience, week 1 Friday night reaction show on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Yes, Underdog's got a brand new offer for new customers. Play just $5 and get $50 in bonus funds when you sign up with our promo code TCESGPN. And remember, as always, folks, to let it ride.
Hey, this is Eric Metcalf. You're listening to SGPN. Let it ride.
Yes. Woo! Welcome to the college football experience, week 1, Friday night reaction show. Oh my God. The fire continues. We're having ourselves. Well, it depends how you look at this. I guess there were some FCS plays that might have been a little wacky, but unbelievable games as one. I am sweating immensely right now. In a game I did not think I'd be sweating immensely right now. YouTube.com/the college experience, because we are breaking down all the 14 games that happened tonight. And hopefully I'm not throwing the computer on the ground in a couple minutes. But if you're wondering who the hell you're listening to, my name is Colby Swigget, Database Dan, aka Pick Dundee. That's not a pick. This is a pick.
He was raised in the land down under, where a man thinks on his feet, speaks with his fists, and lives by his wits.
When Dundee happened, he was a superstar.
He's the kind of guy that would drink a gallon of gasoline so he could piss in your campfire. You could drop this guy off at the Arctic Circle wearing a pair of bikini underwear without his toothbrush, and tomorrow afternoon he's going to show up at your poolside with $1 million smile and a fistful of pesos.
God bless college football. It's the greatest fucking thing on the planet, but it also could be miserable. It's amazing, but miserable. It's the best way to explain it, depending on what fan base you are.
Oh, yeah.
I am joined by my co-host. He is also the host of the College Basketball Experience. When the season goes live, we talk every single game over there of the whole season for every team, just like we do for college football, FBS and FCS. Give it up for former staffer at Austin Peay with the Governors, South Carolina with the Gamecocks, and West Virginia with the Mountaineers, Ryan McIntyre, a.k.a. Moneyline Mac. What's up, man?
What's up, man? Another marathon night. Good to have college football back in our lives. Let's go, baby.
Mac tonight! Come on, make it Mac tonight!
Yes. And currently I am sweating. I had a hard time even admitting, I was like, nah, cancel the show because of this San Jose State game, which I am at this point, I don't even care about the 11.5 that I laid. Just get out of here with the win. And move along. Currently they're up 14-13, 10 minutes left, and we got they're going for a 4th down right here. I'm just going to have to wait but this game's been insane. Gosh, they went for a 4th and 1 on their own 29 with 10 minutes left in the game, and they got it.
Wild decision.
Very wild decision. Buddy, it's been a crazy night. I know we're about to jump into the slideshows, which, by the way, why is that slideshow up? I thought I brought. Give me 1 second here. But what'd you make of the night so far?
It kind of was dominated by the road teams. I mean, what? UNLV winning at Sam Houston, Georgia Tech winning at Colorado, Auburn winning at Baylor, App State winning kind of at Charlotte, Tarleton winning at Army. I mean, we'll talk about each game in the breakdown and what it means, but. Yeah, I mean, this first game was nuts.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just wondering what the hell's going on over here. Keeps booting me out of the let me see if I can try this one more time. There, I think.
There we go.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell was happening there. It kept booting me out of this, but yeah, YouTube.com. Look at that. Right, we're loading shit up.
Loading.
Yeah, PC load letter. But yeah, the first game was pretty wild. I think we could talk about that once this damn thing.
Yeah, we know what game it is. It's going to be the Army Tarleton game. Army choked. Army lost the turnover battle by 3. They threw an interception in the end zone. They fumbled twice. They had more penalties. They missed field goals. That was like the most Jeff Monken Army-like game I've seen in quite a while, and it makes sense with how much they lost and Drinkle being it with the chips, I guess.
Yeah. Matt Drinkle, the current Central Michigan coaches, they're in this game. Here comes a flag. But yeah, he's got Central Michigan looking good, and I think that's one thing is the MAC looks pretty strong so far this year. But this game though, it was just a pretty good game as far as like Army had 411 yards of offense, about 70 yards more than Tarleton. But you're right, when you have they had 4 turnovers lost.
Yeah, that
will lose you a game. But I cashed on Tarleton. I know we had a battle there, but I did take Tarleton. I wish I would have took the money line, but I took the points. I had a feeling just because they spend so much money and you get a whole month. Portland State's so bad that I was convinced. First off, I knew Army had lost. Well, not only Matt Drinkle, like the 5 best players on the team from a year ago, are no longer there. You might even be able to say 7 best players from a year ago, no longer there. But they still should have won the game. They had it in regulation to make a field goal to win the game, and they missed it. Well,
I mean, it never should have got to that. That interception in the end zone was ridiculous. I mean, what? I don't like. They're up 7 with 6 minutes left. Why are you even throwing the ball? Army doesn't throw the ball. I was so dumbfounded with the play calling that they even threw the ball. And I mean, he threw it into double coverage. It wasn't even close.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Let's talk about that because Dwayne Coleman, their starting quarterback, threw the ball 12 fucking times. That now I know from average people that hear this, they go, well, that's not much. But for an Army game, that is a lot of fucking throws. He was 7 of 12 for 129 yards, 2 interceptions.
Yeah. See, you can't you can't turn the ball over that much in the triple option.
Yeah, you can't. Now, what's crazy here is Tarleton State. This win is gigantic for Tarleton State because you're thinking now.
They had a lot of fans there tonight, by the way.
They got money, man.
Yeah.
This is a win that, assuming Army goes bowling, which I think they can.
Yeah.
This is a win that really could do a lot of things for Tarleton State. I actually think like they could get, I know I'm getting way ahead of myself, but I'm saying I think they could get one of the top seeds in the FCS playoffs here with a win like this on the resume, assuming Army goes to a bowl game. But what a game. And hey, look, we said it on the FCS show tonight. How many FCS teams will beat an FBS team? We thought Alabama State was going to do that with UAB last night. Who else gave him a game? Oh, Elon and Duke for 3 quarters. Fell apart in the 4th quarter.
Yeah.
There was another one, right? I feel like there was another one somewhere there. But finally, they score 1 with Tarleton State beating Army. And look, there's a lot of talk that Tarleton State could end up in the CUSA.
Yeah, next year, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of people speculating that. What's crazy is Tarleton has become a physical team, dude. They used to, like, if you tuned into them over the past couple of years, they were kind of more of a pass-happy air raid team.
Yeah.
I thought they were like, Gabalis is a really good quarterback, but I thought against Portland State, they were keeping it vanilla to open it up against Army. Not the case. I mean, he still threw the ball 30 times, but 152 yards and just 5 yards of completion. But he did take good care of the ball. 1 touchdown, 0 interceptions. But the real story to me was how well they were able to run out of this thing.
200 yards.
Oh man, Caleb Lewis, and then the Trey Page, who had a monster game at Portland State last week. Just that's the reason really why Tarleton, the most impressive thing I would say about Tarleton State, and maybe they're sick of all these Dakotas winning the national championships, but that team's got some physicality to it that I've never seen.
They would be a top 4 team in the Conference USA tomorrow.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Maybe top 3.
Yes, maybe top 2
behind Western Kentucky and Liberty.
Yeah. I think they could give Western Kentucky a run for their money right now too. Yeah. Fascinating stuff there. And then I'm just gonna bounce around right now to this because probably the biggest game of the night for like hot seat implications potentially, and Central Michigan's in field goal range. Man, the sweat is legit. The Auburn Tigers were in Waco, Texas tonight. A lot of hype around both these teams. Dave Aranda survived the hot seat last year. He might have just got it right back on it tonight. Hugh Strip Club Freeze. He was on the hot seat all offseason, you feel like. And really, Auburn comes out and kind of smacks them. I'm going to say this, and this I want people to sit back and think about this for a second. If you watch this game, I think more likely than not, Auburn would have won regardless. But there was a very pivotal point in this game to me. And this is why I have issues with the sport changing nonstop with the kickoff. Baylor goes on a quite a decent drive there to score.
Cut it to 7.
Yeah. And you're thinking like the place is rocking. Second half, right? Place is absolutely rocking. Actually, was that not? Man, I don't know if it was a long drive or not. The more I think about it, it might have been a short drive. But
it was rocking though. I mean,
yeah,
I got off.
It seemed like a momentum stealing drive, right?
Yep.
And they kick off the ball, and Auburn's return man takes it all the way to the house from the 2-yard line, like 98 yards. And I think, and I've said this my whole fucking life. Well, before it was a threat to potentially go away, I've always felt like the kick return is the greatest play in the sport of football, because you can take momentum and just destroy it right there on a play that only happens a couple times a game. I could count Desmond Howard in the Super Bowl. There's a million moments where you can think about gigantic. Go back, Niners Bengals '88 Super Bowl. One of the biggest plays of that game is a kick return, and it kills the momentum of the other team. That to me was the biggest difference maker in this game. Now, Auburn was running their ass off on. I think I'm going to end up hating Auburn. So sorry, Auburn fans, but
Jackson Arnold
is abrupt slide shit. I see a lot of Dylan Gabriel in what Jackson Arnold's doing right now. But I will say this, Auburn looked really good along the line of scrimmage, and Central Michigan just took a 2-point lead. Yeah, I was impressed with Auburn's how well they were able to run the ball. Now, some of it is that bitch abrupt slide quarterback draw bullshit, but you ran for 307 yards on the road. That I don't know that they were ever going to lose. when they only threw for a $108. Yeah. So
I thought Baylor really missed out on opportunities in the first quarter because they drove the ball both times into the red zone at will, but then had to settle for a field goal. Then the next time they fucking went for it on the 5-yard line. So they had 2 possessions where they drove the ball down to the 5-yard line and walked away with 3 points. But when you can't stop the run, you ain't gonna win. So Baylor's got to fix that defense. They're at SMU next week.
Yeah. And I have my worries. A lot of people had I think Phil Steele we were talking to had Baylor winning the Big 12. Now they still could. This isn't a Big 12.
Yeah.
I was a little weary of that. I think they're like a good team, like a bowl team, but I don't think they're a great team.
That defense isn't good enough to win the Big 12 because the Big 12 is a physical league still.
Yeah. But here's the thing. Hugh Freeze historically in big games has a knack for showing up in big games. It's the other games, that's why Vanderbilt. No, I'm not saying Ball State's live next week, but I am saying, like, can you consistently do this? Because that's what they're going to have to do in a couple weeks when they got Oklahoma and A&M back to back. They should be fine against Ball State and South Alabama, but after that, we learned a little bit about Auburn. But I was super impressed tonight. And Hugh Strip Club Freeze, they were certainly the better team. There's no way to. I would say they were probably the better team out of the major matchups tonight.
I would agree. Yeah. I mean, they looked the part, especially on the line of scrimmage. They're super fast and athletic. I mean, no, we weren't questioning Auburn's talent going into the game. It was just, can they put it together? And they did put it together tonight. Now, like you said, it's a 12-game season. Ain't going to crown them tonight. They got those 2 big road games coming up, to your point, at Oklahoma and at A&M.
They had to get this one, man, because I felt like with
that.
Yeah, and then I think after that it's Georgia, right?
Yeah, at home. Jesus.
Still,
Christ.
That's just a tough three-game stretch there.
Welcome to the SEC to start. I mean, come on. Where's like fucking Kentucky and shit? Why'd they throw them those 3 opponents?
I believe the back half is easier than the first half, but
it is outside of Alabama.
Yeah, I mean Baylor doesn't have the luxury here. They're going to Gerald Ford Stadium take on SMU next week.
They might be 0-2.
I mean, we haven't watched SMU yet, but I would tend to think SMU should be favored. I don't think I'm saying anything shocking here. But yeah. Wow. Anything else you want to say on this? I thought Jackson Arnold looked really good with his feet. I'm sure an SEC defense or an SEC coach will pinpoint that. Should Auburn be concerned about Sawyer Robertson throwing for 419 yards against them?
Yes, because that was my point. Baylor moved the ball. Baylor couldn't finish and capitalize on their own drives. They stalled out in the red zone. I think they turned the ball over in the red zone.
4th down or the start of the game was ridiculous.
Yeah, they stalled out in their own red zone or in the red zone 3 different times. So they had their chances. I think they were 5 of 15 on 3rd down. You ain't gonna win that way.
Yeah, and to start the game, I mean, like in the first half, not the first drive. But oh man, sorry, I'm a little glued to this fucking TV right now. Can we come back in 20 minutes?
This would be such a bad loss for San Jose.
It would be so bad. I'm just gonna throw my my San Jose to make the playoff ticket out if they don't get this dub. Next up. Georgia Tech, Colorado in Boulder. So 2 things can be true here. First off, I did not bet this game until Colorado got 5 points, and I thought I'm safe. And I even thought I was safe all up until Haynes King broke that 45-yard touchdown. And honestly, I kind of was impressed with Colorado. I thought a play here or there, if Caden Salter had a little bit more awareness, I think would be the right word.
Yeah.
There were a couple plays where Caden Salter was running around a little bit and they had open lanes for him to run 10, 15 yards. He's got to do that, especially on that final drive. Not the real final drive. Dion, terrible fucking clock management again. Do they even do a fucking 2-minute drill? This is 3 years now. But this is what you get with Dion. You get, hey, we're going to bring in great talent, good players, but good God. They had 2 timeouts, 1 minute and 9 seconds or some shit like that. They used none of the timeouts. They threw a fucking 9-yard pass or something. First, I think it was like a 3-yard. No, it was a 9-yard pass, and not electing to take a timeout there, blowing about 30 fucking seconds. I mean, the only thing that like is justifiable here is that Colorado was so bad recently. They're like, hey, well, you're in the game, and honestly. Like Colorado's offensive line was having success against Georgia Tech's offensive line. Now it was happening vice versa. It kind of went exactly the way that the game I thought was going to go, but I just thought Haynes King would have got bottled up and Georgia Tech would have won 23-20. But another thing is as a big fan of Brent Key, and as a guy that met Haynes King this summer, I'm very concerned
Taking a lot of hits
about him taking 25. Like he had like 20 carries tonight. I feel like designed runs too. I'm not talking about just, hey, I went back to pass and ran out of bounds. I don't know if you can do that every game. And I was a little concerned about the lack of receivers besides, I guess Stockton was all right, but Harpring, the tight end, Matt Harpring's son, looks like he's got potential. But I took the over on Georgia Tech, and you won the game. It's on the road in college football. But I would say they didn't look that good, and Colorado's got to make them pay for, oh, my God.
Yeah, so back to what I said about Baylor. Colorado didn't capitalize in the first quarter. They got 3 turnovers, and they only got
the first one they did. The other ones you got to.
Yeah, you got to at least get like 3 more out of it, or another 3.
Well, the problem is Deion Sanders, like, his in-game coaching is definitely his biggest weakness.
Oh, by far, he's terrible.
Well, I'm sure he's not the guy calling it's Pat Shurmur, but you would think you would say, hey, we should run the ball here. Pat, hey Pat, let's call a running play here. Let's call this something like that. Because they were in a spot or two where they could have capitalized. I'm talking like just 7 or 8 yards, and you would have been in field goal range. And the game is completely different then. Or if Caden Salter, I understand it's a big spotlight. I understand he hasn't had many national televised games. I guess he had some because of the Tuesday, Wednesday shit. But
yeah, shit. I mean, he played in the goddamn Fiesta Bowl.
Well, he looked I don't want to say he looked rattled, but if he just took in the game a little bit better, like there were opportunities for him to run down the fucking field and really be a problem for Georgia Tech, where he decided to throw the ball deep, overthrew the guy. The other one, like the guy wasn't even there. I'm sorry, like there was no one open. But I do think this though. I think Colorado is going to be a problem in the Big 12. Like, I'm not saying they're going to be a contender, but I am convinced that I think they're better than what I thought they would be. Their physicality, because Georgia Tech is a very physical football team. So I think they were somewhat up for the task, physicality, especially Colorado's offensive line, I would say.
The only concern is, I mean, Georgia Tech did run for 320 yards, and they had almost 5.
No, that's what I'm saying. Georgia Tech's offensive line dominated the physicality of Colorado's, but I also thought Colorado's offensive line was getting push on Georgia Tech.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there were good spots with Colorado. I kind of feel like with Colorado, it's Cincinnati. I think they're okay. I don't think that they're going to be a contender this year, but I think that they're going to be a hard out.
Yeah, I agree. Actually,
I'd throw Baylor in that category too. I don't think Baylor's really a contender to win the league, but I think they're a hard out.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if Salter can settle down a little bit, because it wasn't like he was killing the team. It was just see the game a little bit better. How
does Deion walk away with 2 timeouts at the end? Like, come on, Deion.
That was terrible. That was absolutely fucking terrible.
Because when did Haynes King score the go-ahead touchdown?
It was like a minute 9. No, somewhere like minute 5, minute 9, something like that.
Minute 17, and you're throwing and you have to throw a Hail Mary with 2 timeouts. Like, there's no way. There's no way.
And I almost wanted to put it on Pat Shurmur too, because we know Deion was gone for like the whole summer.
Yeah.
Do they have a fucking 2-minute drill that they practice? Because this happened over a couple times the past couple of years. You would think this would be a point of emphasis by now, saying, "Hey, guys, we have issues with clock management and also knowing where the fuck we are on the field." That was as bad as it gets to me in major college football clock management. I know Brett McMurphy tweeted out like Les Miles would do the same. Les Miles was pretty shitty with clock management too, but man, you got to think you could do better than that, man. You got to think you could do better than that.
Yeah, I mean, remember last year on opening night against North Dakota State when he just kept throwing? Like, all he had to do was take a knee and the game was over, and he
The
threw.
Baylor game, the
Yeah.
game that they got the Hail Mary.
Yeah.
Yes, there we fucking go. The game they got the Hail Mary. They should have been in a better position clockwise to get further down the field, so they weren't even trying a Hail Mary.
Yeah.
So
And they got
clock management
or miracle. Yeah.
Like, I get it. Certain coaches have strengths. I never thought I thought one of the things like Bobby Bowden wasn't the greatest at was like in-game adjustments. But man, Deion can bring in the players, but god damn, the clock management is his biggest flaw.
Yeah.
Like it's something that you got to always worry about if you're betting Colorado. I knew the drive before the Hail Mary when they didn't score there. Or when they didn't, I thought because they got that drive with like 4 minutes left, and I was like, it's tied up. If Colorado scores, they're going to put in get the energy of this building, and I say it scores in like a field goal or a touchdown, whatever.
Salter should have had the first down on that 33. Tuck it and run, bro.
Dude, he could have got I think he could have got like 7 or 8 yards, but yeah. I mean, how about when he missed the running back in the flat? I get some of that is just you're coming in, you haven't had that much reps with some of your team, but God, man, the running back in the flat, we settled for a field goal on that drive. That would have been a touchdown. That's a 4-point swing right there. It's just little things like that. I do think though he could be a fucking problem though. Like I do think if he settles down a little bit and feels a little more comfortable in this offense, his wheels with some of the things he can do, I think could be a problem for some of the teams they face. But yes, very frustrating tonight. Shout out to Georgia Tech for the win, even though I have Georgia Tech over. Are you a little worried about that? Because I thought the receivers would be a little bit better.
Well, I mean, if Haynes King gets hurt, that's the whole thing. And they're going to run him 20 times again. He's going to get hurt again.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm nervous about that. I'm very nervous about that, but Haynes King is a baller. All right, let's go to the next one, which we already talked about, was Tarleton and Army. So let's go to the next one, which was a lock battle win. Oh, you try, dude. When that dude fumbled in the first quarter going into the end zone,
I thought it was Charlotte's night.
Well, first off, how the fuck are we in 2025? We don't have a camera on the goal line. Every football game in college football, I don't give a shit if you're NAIA, goddamn dental university or some shit. We live in a day and age where anybody can film. I mean, look at our goddamn lives. I can't go. Someone told me some stat. I have no idea if it's true. It's like, the average person, you go to the when you go to the store and everything, you're on camera like 47 times a day. I'm like, yeah, that makes me feel really horrible about planet Earth. But how can we not have an end zone cam on that? This is millions of dollars on the line here. And we don't have an end zone cam on I think they probably they got the call right, but I have no idea because he kind of shields his body. So if we just had the end zone cam, this is not hard to set. They could have said dial 1-800-PICK-DUNDEE and said, Dundee, do you mind sitting here live streaming from the fucking end zone the entire fucking time? And I'd be like, sure. All right. Give me a few $100s in a hotel room. All right. Boom. Done. But App State 34, Charlotte 11. And I mean, my analysis, I think, was pretty spot on. I just felt like Auburn is. Oh, did he miss? You fucking bum. A 33-yard fucking field goal.
They really lost to Central Michigan.
They still have 2 timeouts, but.
Oh, my God.
He's crying already. Kickers are the worst. We should not have kickers in football.
Oh my God. Simple analysis. AJ Swan's really good. Connor Harrell was awful tonight.
I was surprised he beat out Grayson Loftus, to tell you the truth, man.
Yeah, I was surprised that Albin didn't go to Loftus at some point. When Harrell threw that interception at the end of the first half, threw it across his body into triple coverage, I was like, oh, he ain't seeing the field. You got to get him out of there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Swan looked good. Swan looked good.
I've been a fan of Swan since his freshman year at Vanderbilt. That's why I was surprised he dipped out to be a backup for Jaden Daniels at LSU. And I get it. LSU probably cut you a big check. And you think, man, maybe I'm one step away from if Daniels gets injured or whatever, that I can be in the game and be a legend forever in Baton Rouge. But I personally thought he should be a college football starting quarterback. I always thought that after that first year at Vanderbilt. But that's why I was high on App. That's why I took them I took a future on App to win the Sun Belt as well as Southern Miss.
600 yards of offense tonight. They ran the ball too.
Their running backs are fucking good.
Yeah.
Getting the Dubinion or whatever from Arkansas was that's a nice get, man.
Loggins did a good job. Loggins did a good job in the portal, and Loggins had those guys ready to play, man. I mean, my whole handicap was I'm not laying a touchdown with Loggins against Auburn, but, I mean, his team is way better. It's not even close.
Yeah.
Charlotte's got no dudes. Like, they got no pop on that team.
I can't help but think what happened if he had landed Parker Navarro and all those guys.
Yeah, like, seriously. Now Ohio's going to go to the playoff.
I think they're alive for this. Oh, gosh, what do we got? 3rd and 1?
Dude, they're gonna fuck it. I can't believe San Jose is gonna lose this game.
What? This is like the worst prediction. I like them to make the playoffs this year. Well, technically, they still can't win the Mountain West.
Dude, the Mountain West is a shit show. San Diego State might win the Mountain West. They looked good last night.
I mean, Stony Brook, but yes.
Hey, that's the best result I've seen so far from the Mountain West.
Yeah, I mean, Wyoming did shut out the Akron Zips, dominating defensive performance.
That just had to do more with Akron. I mean,
I'm fucking with you.
Yeah, I mean, we need to get that Akron Charlotte game on the schedule because those offenses suck.
So wait, if they get this right here, if they don't get it, it's still over because San Jose State will get the ball with like 15 seconds with no timeouts.
They fucking lost to Central Michigan. This is unfucking believable.
Well, you can't be that stupid. That fucking interception in the end zone was so bad. It was such a bad interception. Here we go. No, he's stuffed. We're still alive. Yeah, I like App State, man. I think they're going to be a player in the Sun Belt this year.
I agree. I agree with you. Like they look. Who do they have next week?
I think they have Lindenwood.
I mean, come on. Like what
who just lost to the Tommies? Actually, dude, I think there might. What happened? Why is the clock stopped?
Somebody get hurt. Week 3 at Southern Miss. We'll see how Southern Miss looks tomorrow.
Wait, why did the clock stop?
Somebody got hurt.
Well, this is great.
Remember the Texas versus Washington game a couple years ago, the playoff game where the Washington running back couldn't fucking get off the field, and then that's why Texas almost came back and backdoored it.
Oh wow!
Whoa! How do you not get off the field?
Well, you know what? This is the Lane Kiffin rule because those players would fake like they're getting injured. That's why it's implemented this year so heavy.
Oh, one of his teammates should have carried his ass off.
Unbelievable here. So we're alive.
He better have a fucking broken leg.
I mean, what do you do right now? Do you? I mean, I almost think you go for it. If your kicker just missed, you're 1 yard away. I mean, now they're going to have 50 seconds. First down stops the clock. 29-yard line. Wow.
Who the fuck's this Mac punter? He just punted the ball like 60 yards.
Honestly, man, one of the headlines I think is the Mac looks pretty good. They've covered every game.
Best league in America. They would fuck the SEC up right now.
Look, especially if you had to go play at their place. The helmet came off. That's why, right? And he kept playing. You can't do that. That was the penalty. Was the helmet came off and the guy kept playing. Wow. All that shit's stupid.
Well, San Jose has to score a touchdown because that field goal kicker's ass.
Yeah. Yeah, but man, I can't believe like this is like a perfect offense designed for the watch. Hey, take notes, Dion. Watch. I guarantee you this. Every pattern will be. Oh my God, got him. Oh, what are you doing?
Why did he one hand that?
That's what I'm saying. What's he doing right there? Anything else on this Charlotte game? Because 34-11 the final.
Charlotte's bad. Charlotte's gonna struggle.
Yeah. How about my locks? By the way, I didn't bet Auburn Baylor. I did end up betting Colorado +5, and I think that actually was probably the right side. But
it was. It should have covered. I mean, they covered the whole fucking game.
Yeah.
Oh God,
what an idiot! This is Colorado like.
No, at least they're in a hurry to get up to the line of scrimmage. Colorado is like taking this.
Yeah, it's like, what are we doing here? Should we bring in the running backs? So maybe take out one tight end. Okay, there's a first down to stop the clock.
The kicker has to kick again.
Unbelievable stuff here, man. So App State looked good. No, but I hit on App State, hit on Tarleton State, and I hit on a few others that we're going to talk about in a second. Next up, let's go to.
I can't believe Michigan.
I cashed on this.
It's so fucking lucky on this shit. This fucking jackass backup quarterback.
Oh my God, dude! This game, how many offensive yards did Western Michigan have? 217. 217, but they score the biggest score of the game with 2 minutes left when we get a pick six
on the backup. Like, why are they even throwing? I thought Sparty looked actually pretty sharp.
They did, especially in the first half. Second half,
emotions.
I would have liked to seen the killer instinct a little bit, but I will say they did look solid. I'll tell you this: watching Sparty and watching Nebraska. That week 4 matchup against Sparty, where I think I automatically Nebraska's got this. I'm like, maybe pump the brakes on that a little bit. I think that's a game now.
Yeah, what's
this flag right now?
Delay of game on Central Michigan, illegal subbing or whatever.
Where's that put the ball?
I think it's only 5 yards.
I'm saying, where's that put the ball there right now? Folks, I want to tell you, we're going to talk more about this in a second. I'm sorry, we're all over the place right now. Okay. We got live action going on, so I apologize if you're listening to this on the audio side, but I mean, unbelievable here. What are they reviewing? Anyway.
Yeah, hit that reviewing.
Yeah. I want to tell you folks that the College Football Experience reaction show for week 1 is brought to you by mybookie.ag. MyBookie is your place to bet on, football and everything else. It is also your home for the NFL and college football, and of course the Canadian Football League. MyBookie's $100,000 NFL Super Contest is a thing right now. Only a $15 entry, and they're offering buy 2 entries get 1 free to get this thing going. MyBookie accepts customers from a ton of different locations as well, even outside of the States. You can easy deposit, get lightning fast payouts using crypto. Head on over to mybookie.ag, and when you do, use our promo code TCESGPN for 100% bet back bonus up to $500 for new customers there. That's mybookie.ag, promo code TCESGPN. We're also brought to you by Rhythm. Yes, college football is back and better than ever on Rhythm. Last year to start the season, Rhythm was 16-4 ATS, 11.6 units. They were up after the first 2 weeks. Rhythm also has everything else: NFL, MLB, golf, WNBA. And look, they just introduced a leaderboard with weekly cash prizes for tracking your bets in the app. Track 5 bets of the same type from any model you build, and you could win $1,000. So get on over there, sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm for your free 7-day trial. Once again, sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. All right, we're back on the college football sweating experience.
We need a new rhythm. We need a new rhythm banner. I'm so sick of looking at Arch.
I'll talk to them. I'll make a phone call tomorrow.
Yeah, we're gonna make a phone call. Get anybody else on there but fucking Arch. I'm sick of looking at his ass. If I want to look at Arch, I'll throw it ESPN.
All right, we can do this, guys. This pile of shit can make a field goal. Just survive. Just survive. All right.
Oh,
Block. Oh my God.
that looked like tiddlywinks right there. What the fuck was that shit? These motherfuckers.
I like when they brought in the Hawaiian freshman and just ran QB draws.
I mean, what
How
the
do you
fuck
not
was
see
that? Like,
that?
we're live on the air, so I can't really say what I want to fucking say. Like what that looked like.
You pile of shit.
Between the lines.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
All right. We just need one, like, what? 20 yards right here. And we got this.
Yeah.
That's my boy. I gave him out on air tonight.
Spike it, prick.
Yeah. Anything else you want to say? I mean, Western Michigan, Frazier had over 100 yards rushing.
Be a pain in the ass. I'm with you. Sparty's going to be a pain in the ass for all the Big Ten contenders. Like Beanick was talking shit on Sparty. Sparty can beat Michigan. They're tough enough on the line of scrimmage. They can beat Michigan because that game's in East Lansing.
Yeah, it's in East Lansing this year, so that does make that game a little tricky. And I think that Nebraska game got a lot more interesting. We also had Kennesaw State Wake Forest. This fucking game.
How the hell did I not hit on my first?
I cashed. Oh, you took the money. See, I took the 18 or 17 and a half, whatever it was.
No.
Wait. Go. Get up. Come on. What yard line are we at right now? This is like Dion, dude. This is like Dion. It's over, I think, dude.
1 second.
Oh my gosh. What the fuck was the ref doing right there? The refs like holding the ball, but they weren't bringing in offensive players.
Can the fat lefty kicker make it from this far?
No, I think they got to throw it, right?
Oh, he's coming
They're
out.
trying it.
God.
He's not going to make this. God.
Okay.
I can't believe I can't. What's the distance on this?
60.
56? 56. Missed. Unfucking believable.
Or did they call timeout? Oh, they called timeout.
They called timeout? No.
No, they didn't.
Okay.
I mean, that's an unbelievable loss.
Unbelievable.
How does San Jose not beat them by 30?
I have a ticket for them to make the playoffs. Do I trash that, or is it? What happens if Central Michigan wins the MAC though?
I guess Western Michigan once upon a time did win at Pitt, and then Pitt won the ACC.
That's true. Mountain West, I don't know though, because Boise's so bad. I don't think the Mountain West is getting a team in.
How bad is the Mountain West? Holy shit!
God. Come on, man. This kicker's. It's a 56-yarder, but the other one was what, 33?
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame him for missing this one. This was from like.
They're gonna try to sell it. All right, man. Let's talk about this game.
Did he even get it there?
I don't even know. I
don't even think he got it.
My ticket, my future. How's my San Jose State Mountain West future? Not looking good, but I guess someone's got to win the games. Everybody looks terrible in the Mountain West.
Bro, is the MAC gonna get the G5 spot?
Dude, they look really good so far. Ohio was really impressive against Rutgers. I thought Buffalo was a little bit impressive. Miami, Ohio, not really. Akron, not really. Unbelievable. Unfucking believable.
I mean, we haven't even seen the front runner, Toledo. Remember when we said Toledo? What if Toledo beats fucking Kentucky tomorrow?
Yeah, that will change things.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about this Kennesaw game because Kennesaw State, in my opinion, should have won this game. They missed an extra point, right? They missed what was that first field goal when you texted me this pile of shit?
It was 33. It was 33 fucking yards. No, that I had the first half money line for Kennesaw. That was my give out. And the fucking motherfucker missed an extra point at a 30-yarder, and they went down 7-6 at the half. I go, oh, fuck off.
Luckily, I did not take the first half, but I had 17 and a half, and that was money made. But man, I felt like
Wake is bad.
I felt like the ACC. Well, Wake and UCF are on the same page. They're very lucky to be 1-0. They probably should not be 1-0.
Who looked worse? I thought Wake looked worse.
I think both look like shit. But yeah, I mean, maybe slightly.
I mean, how do you only score 10 points against Kennesaw? Like, come on.
Yeah, I mean, Jacksonville State is a more respectable program than Kennesaw, but
I mean, come on, 10 points against Kennesaw?
Yeah. Unbelievable. Well, we cashed, but I mean, I wish that would have. I wish Kennesaw would have got that win, but
me too. I mean, Coach Mack.
I felt like they deserved it, man. I felt like they deserved it. Let's carry on to the next game where. And by the way, what did Robbie Ashford do in that game? Actually, before I go, the starting quarterback of Wake Forest, Robbie Ashford, was 20 of 28, 218, but no touchdowns, no interceptions. It's crazy. I feel like the stats are better than what I watched.
Yeah. I don't see how they win more than 2 games or 2 more. Maybe they pick somebody off. They have another toss-up game, but I can't see them being better than 3-9.
NC Nick had an interesting point to me when we were talking. He said, everyone looks terrible. He even tweeted, I think. He said, everyone looks terrible except South Florida. And I added in, what about Ohio? And then we were talking about that. And he's like, I think it's because there's so many players in the transfer portal. It makes week 1 even more difficult.
Yeah.
He goes, all these teams look like shit. All these teams look like shit. And it's everywhere. It's your best schools to your worst schools. You know, a lot of the teams look like shit. And I think there's some validity in that compared to other week 1s that I've seen thus far.
Yeah.
What team has looked the cleanest? Maybe Auburn tonight, but they still only threw for like 100 yards.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think
like Auburn still gave up over 400 yards.
The MAC schools have looked good because they have the most coming back.
There might be validity in that. There might be something there. I think we're in this day and age of college football. It's changing so fast. You know, it's hard. It's gotta have effects that you just aren't seeing. Like, it's like NC State dominated ECU for like what the first quarter and a half,
and then they look like shit.
And then they look like shit. Yeah, and I feel like that's a Michigan State tonight. I thought in the second half they didn't look good, but the first half they looked pretty damn good.
Yeah.
I just feel like these teams look really, really all over the place. Wake Forest 1-0, Jake Dickert. Next up, we will go to Bethune. I cashed on this.
Another fake lightning delay.
My boy. Willie Simmons, 42. FIU, 42. Bethune-Cookman, 9. You're not walking into Pitbull Stadium and getting that dub. Keon Jenkins, yeah, we had another fake lightning delay. Keon Jenkins played well. He had a key rushing touchdown.
They got to stop with these lightning delays. I mean, they're so fake. Nobody is getting struck by lightning. Just stop it. Just stop it. Like,
I just wish someone would give me a bat. Like, I would love a TV show where someone would just show me, like, where are these meetings held, where they do these rule changes. I would love to know. I just feel like does anyone think like I have so much to say. I feel like, does anyone like, when did this happen? I want to know why this happened. What's the numbers they had? The same reason why I want the NFL kickoff. Why did they go to the XFL kickoff? Because of the player safety, which we know is a lie. Because before they were doing touchbacks, and if they're doing touchbacks, then you're returning more of this. So then it's unsafe. But you also, every team's going into a dome, and the injuries say, doctors' numbers say, you can Google this, that you have you play on artificial grass and you have like a 40% chance higher risk of injury. So if you really cared about player safety, you'd play less games in domes and more outside, right? It's not consistent with the narrative you're pushing. And then obviously we could get the targeting thing. Like we were, do you know about Clemson's, LSU safety tomorrow that's out? I was talking about this on Sports Grid tonight when we were on a commercial break. Halsey, their safety, the kid from Houston who's a beast.
I saw he got suspended, right?
Well, he's suspended because of a targeting on November 27th last year at a Houston game.
Wait. So he's suspended for a half of a different team that he played for in a different conference.
I mean, but what's crazy is they had no knowledge of this. And the NCAA is like, yeah, we sent him it. Okay. It's just, we're really going to penalize a guy a year later? Why do we have to penalize him that severe? Why can't it just be, unless it's I understand if it's deliberate, because I remember there's every once in a while you'll see one that looks pretty deliberate, but it's very rare. It's like seeing a white squirrel. You know what I mean? Like they're out there. You'll see one every once a few years, right? But anyway, I would love to be at these meetings because it just doesn't make sense. There's no consistency in it, and it makes me believe. It makes me start thinking like a fucking lunatic. It makes me start thinking they just want more scoring, and these penalties help more scoring. They also give you more commercial ads, which you can make more money, and that I can see because I believe behind every fucking thing is money driven, money fucking driven. So that is my angle on all this shit.
It's gotta be. I mean, all right. Here's what we're gonna do. That guy that hit that guy in the Houston game is going to be suspended for the LSU Clemson game because he transferred there. We're going to stick it to him.
I would love to know if if Clemson was scouting and they reminded the NCAA. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well,
because you're telling me the NCAA's got a track. Like if you're every level of football,
it's like a criminal record.
Oh my God, who's doing that job? It's like, well, guess what? This special teamer on Wagner. He did a helmet to helmet against Stetson. And next year, wherever he transfers, follow him wherever he's not New Mexico military now. Oh, when do they play? Yeah, make sure he doesn't play the first half. Right? I mean, is someone policing them? Yeah. Ridiculous.
Jump that guy that's enforcing that.
This show's been all over the place. Bethune-Cookman, Florida International. FIU look good, man. I know it's Bethune. But
I like Willie Simmons.
Yeah. Next up we have Wagner and Kansas. I watched 13 seconds of this game. Yeah, 46-7. I did bet the over. These pricks. I thought this was nailing. And then everyone sat. There was a spot where I thought we had this. So I did eat shit here. This game shouldn't happen, if I'm being honest.
Clemson called about the player.
They're smart.
Fucking Davo.
But here's the problem. Here's the problem. The NCAA, there's been situations like this before, but the guy hasn't transferred. I remember Colorado having to deal with this, right? We saw ECU and NC State yesterday, the D tackle for NC State, right? But I don't think that was targeted. I think that was fighting, right? But either way I bet you there's a million cases of this that are not being reported because there's so many fucking players in the portal. The NCAA doesn't have the man hours to police all of this. Who's watching all of this? There's just too much. I think there's over 700 teams in college football. You know what I mean? Who's in charge of this? Yeah.
Targeting. That's your job. Well, I'd rather smash my dick in a waffle iron than fucking do that job. Good God.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, absolutely ridiculous, but Western Illinois got destroyed by Illinois. We don't have to talk much about that.
The number closed at 49. Would they win 52-3?
Perfect cover for the Leathernecks. 20-yard field goal too. Nothing like being down 48 no 38. I think it was 38-0. Kicking a field goal from your own 2-yard line. Fucking hilarious. Next up, we had New Haven, Marist. We were dumb enough to. Well, I mean, I didn't really get the chance to throw money down on this. I would have liked to, but we ended our FCS show like right as this thing was kicking off. But I did want to bet on New Haven, just because the line made no movement or made no sense. But guess what?
Cash.
No, it didn't, because Marist fucked New Haven. Remember, New Haven was favored by 3, and we're just sitting there like,
That's
why
what
would
I
they?
mean. Yeah, sorry. I got it mixed up.
31-14. Marist takes down New Haven. AJ Duffy. I didn't know he was the quarterback of New Haven. He's around. He threw for 377 yards and lost. Wait, how the fuck did they lose this game?
I don't have no idea how they lost that fucking game.
Marist threw for 104 yards. Pretty fascinating. Pretty fascinating game here. But yeah, welcome to the FCS New Haven. Take that L. We got a couple other games I want to talk about. Folks, I want to let you know that the college football experience is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Underdog Best Ball Mania is happening all summer long, giving away $15 million in prizes, including $2 million for first place. There's no waiver wire, no arguments about trades. Best ball is the best way to play fantasy football, folks. So get on over there. Underdog's got a brand new offer for new customers. Play just $5 and get $50 in bonus funds when you sign up with our promo code TCESGPN. We're also brought to you by Circa Millions and Circa Survivor. Yes, the world's greatest sportsbook. Circa Las Vegas is hosting the world's biggest pro football contest. Circa Millions, Circa Survivor, and Circa Grandissimo with over $21 million in guaranteed prizes. Sign up in Nevada, play from anywhere with the help of SGPN's official proxy. Go to footballcontest.com. Use that promo code SGP to get $50 off those proxy fees. Contest closes on September 6th, so get in now. All right, we're back, and we are talking game of the night, by the way. Right fucking Colgate. Here. Oh, no, yeah, I'm sorry. Right. Hold on. No, this is the game of the night. I thought I'm going out of order. Oh my God. Please tell me you fucking maniacs watch this. Please tell me you maniacs watch this.
They were I was like, Colgate's the greatest team ever. This is the greatest hire of all time.
Yes. So Colgate breaking in a brand new head coach, Kurt Fitzpatrick, who's coming over from Cortland, where he kicked ass. He went 45-5 at Cortland.
Mm-hmm.
And let me tell you, I was convinced this guy was the next fucking Bear Bryant. Because
so I was like, holy fuck,
they went up with 31-7.
Yeah.
31-7. And then Monmouth said, this ain't happening. Derek Robertson and the Monmouth Hawks with one of the greatest comebacks. 42-39. Monmouth gets the dub. The FCS is the greatest fucking shit on planet Earth. This was the best game of the night. This is on. Look, I know tomorrow's a shit ton of games, but when you're bored at work, if you work from home, I throw games on. Put this shit on Monday morning or Sunday morning. I'm telling you, man, this was fucking hilarious. This was a hilarious game.
Fantastic.
Poor Colgate fan. Colgate covered though, and I definitely took Monmouth because I thought Colgate was not going to be ready for this offense. But that offense was a no-show in the first half. What a fucking game. And then, yeah, this game, Campbell, Rhode Island. Man, I couldn't get my FCS picks right. I laid 11.5 with Rhode Island here. Of course, they win by 11 after trailing the whole fucking game, by the way. This game was great, too, man. The FCS did deliver. Campbell was pretty much in control of the game, I would say, 3 quarters. And then in the fourth quarter, Rhode Island seemed to turn it on, scored 14 in the fourth. Devin Farrell had a pretty good game for them, 275 yards, 2 touchdowns. And how about Little John, the running back from Maryland, coming in and having a decent game as well? What a fucking game. Yeah, shout out to Rhode Island. That you battled that adversity and you got that thing done. Anything you want to add to this? I know it was on Flow Sports, so fuck Flow Sports.
You know how I feel about fucking Flow. I mean, that fucking rip off fucking insurance company. Hey man, good win for Rhode Island. They didn't play well. They battled back. Both them and Monmouth. I mean, gritty wins, come from behind. The FCS delivered. The FCS is great.
Especially when you add in the Tarleton Army game. Like the FCS gave you Campbell, Rhode Island, Tarleton Army, and Monmouth Colgate today. Yep. Which were all just absolutely fucking fire. Yeah, you're right, man. Campbell's a little bit better than I thought they would be. I'll say that. They're a team that I might look to bet on moving forward. Next up, we have all right. I smashed. This was an easy play for me. This was actually probably my best play of the night, if I'm being honest. I don't know. I had Tarleton, but I laid 9.5. They won by 17. This is a smash play.
By the dip. Everybody overreacted. Vegas found their quarterback. No reason to bring Orgy back in. Calandra is your guy. 19 of 23, 250, 2 touchdowns. What do you rush for? 30 touchdown. Yeah. He's good.
Hunter Watson's fucking terrible. I can't watch that guy play cool. Like I actually don't mind it when he runs, but when he goes to drop back and pass, it's just like somebody passed me the fucking shotgun.
All those Sam Houston fans that were tweeting at me, I don't think they're going to be tweeting at me much this year. This team isn't very good. Yeah. That defense is bad.
Yeah. I mean, who between Sam Houston, Jacksonville State, and Kennesaw, power rank those teams in the CUSA?
Jack State, Kennesaw, Sam Houston.
Yeah.
Jack State legitimately should have won. Like they lost because of a fake target call and a fake rain delay. But
dude, I think Kennesaw should have won too, dude.
They should have, but at least like that one was just a fake game. UCF Jack State. Like we just made up a targeting rule and then we said, all right.
Yeah. Multiple targeting rules, by the way.
Yeah. And then they made up a rain delay. It's just everything was made up to get UCF to win. It's a fake game.
That was a fake game. We had fake rain, fake games, and fake lightning.
You think any other shows criticizing the lightning delay?
It's all fake, all right?
It's total fake.
It's ridiculous.
Fake news.
Does anyone like what? I want a documentary on what like the parameters are for it to, like I want that shit. I want it known. Someone out there listening to this loves football. Let me know. UNLV looked a lot better tonight, and let me tell you, if Sam Houston's offense is that bad, then Idaho State is winning the FCS national championship. Shout out to Dan Mullen. This wasn't. I was a guest on a show, and like the guy didn't even know that they weren't even playing on Shell Energy Stadium. He's like, "I'm going all in. The kids on campus are going to be they're going to be all over this." I'm like, hate to tell you this, brother.
There was
the shit's at Shell Energy Stadium, man. It's an hour away from campus. No one is going to go. Yeah. Well, there you go. And then the finale. Shout out to the $10 from Carson Brinkley. Thank you, man. Carson's the man.
He's a Boise fan, clearly.
I met him in Vegas, man. And
cheers, Carson.
Yeah, cheers, man. And we should talk about what the chat said. Where's Spicoli's comment? Shit's going fast. I think he might be onto something here, man.
I thought about Calhoun.
I think he might be onto something, man.
They get Navy if they can. If
they get Boise in like 2 weeks. The Boise I saw the other day is not going to win that game.
You're right. I mean, shit. What if Nevada's better? What if Utah State's better?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. The Mountain West. I can't believe they lost to Central fucking Michigan.
Oh my god!
I guess an edge that I guess I might have slept on a little bit, to be honest, was the fact that Drinkle has gone against Niumatalolo, even though he ran the triple option.
Yeah,
I don't know. Maybe I'm full of shit. I don't know. I'm shocked by that outcome. I'm just shocked by that outcome.
Shit, can Central be a contender in the MAC?
I do think they can be a contender in the MAC.
They ran for 250 tonight, 5 yards a carry.
That dude's a good hire. He's a good fucking hire, man. His team looked well prepared.
And I think the biggest compliment to him, Army didn't look prepared.
Yeah.
Drinkle came from Army, and the Chips looked super prepared tonight.
Yeah. I mean, let's be honest, though. If Walker Egan doesn't throw those stupid fucking interceptions,
True.
The one in the end zone was so bad. Yeah. I almost thought like he was rigging the fucking game because I was like, why would you? What do you see right there that that says, hey, I'm going to throw the ball right there? Yeah. I mean, shout out to Cameron giving us $5. Yeah, it was a tough night for that. This was the beat that cost me the most. Shout out to all the people that had Central Michigan because I did not have this on the board. The only thing I'll say to try to make me look not stupid. I was going to say something else, but I did give out on Sports Grid that everyone should play Danny Scudero in DFS before the game started. And Danny Scudero had 9 catches, 189 yards, and a touchdown. Moving forward in DFS, folks, play that motherfucker because he is their offense.
Hey, we bet San Jose State minus 10.5 in the summer to close at 14.5. Do we get a win for that?
No. Unfortunately.
Yeah, we got 4 points to CLV. I'm so sick of all these fucking people touting their CLV. Take your CLV and shove it up your ass. All that matters is if you win.
Well, this is so critical because, I mean, the schedule is so nice for San Jose State, but guess who they play next week? Texas.
Oh, yeah, 0-2. Stanford might beat them now. Stanford might get a win.
No way. You can't tell me. You can't fucking tell me that one. If that happens, you got to watch the news. I'm going to be on the fucking news. But
the Chips just beat them on the road, and you say that there's no way Stanford can beat them.
I think the Chips are much tougher physically, and obviously they can throw the ball. Did you see Stanford's quarterback, Cole Branson?
This guy's terrible.
I mean, this is like quarterback Jim Plunkett and John Elway are vomiting right now. Andrew Luck as well. I don't know how the fuck he's calling plays, but man, all right, I think the most shocking thing that's happened so far this season is San Jose State. I had San Jose State. I thought there was a legit shot they could make the playoffs. And I suppose that's still somewhat alive, but it's not alive. With Boise losing the way they lost, I can't see the Mountain West getting in. Now, I will say the American took some hits, though. Army losing to Tarleton might not be a good look. Army could still go to the AAC championship.
Watch out for the MAC, baby. The MAC has covered every game except for Akron, who
should have covered. That was almost as bad as the Egan pick. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, we'll be back tomorrow morning with a pregame show. But wait, you've always wanted a bonus episode from us. Guess what?
Of all teams coming up,
New Mexico State will be talked about in about 5 minutes here. This is the College Football Experience. Give Moneyline Mac a follow on Twitter at Moneyline_Mac. I'm on Twitter at TheColbyD. The College Football Experience is on Twitter at TCE on SGPN. Till next time, folks. In 5 minutes. This is the College Football Experience. Week 1 Friday reaction show. You better start thinking about yours. And we out of here.
Run and shoot.